Ultra-processed foods, the silent threat hiding in your grocery cart. There's a killer in your kitchen. No, and it doesn't come with a warning label. It's packaged neatly, it's brightly colored, it's delicious. But inside, it's rewiring your brain, damaging your gut, and slowly destroying your health. Welcome to the age of ultra-processed foods, the most underestimated health crisis of our time. Let's start with a simple question. How much of your daily diet is made of packaged snacks, soft drinks, frozen meals, flavored yogurts, or instant noodles? If your answer is more than half, you're not alone. In the United States, over 60% of the average adult's calorie intake comes from ultra-processed foods. In the UK, that number reaches more than 50%. For children and teens, it's even higher. But what exactly are ultra-processed foods? These are products that have been chemically or industrially modified, containing ingredients never used in home cooking, such as artificial flavors, colorings, preservatives, emulsifiers, and synthetic sweeteners. They're designed for maximum shelf life, instant satisfaction, and minimal cost. They're convenient, they're addictive, and they're everywhere. Here's the problem. Ultra-processed foods are linked to obesity, heart disease, diabetes, depression, cancer, and even early death. A groundbreaking study published in the BMJ in 2023 followed 197,000 adults over 10 years. It found that those who consumed the highest amounts of ultra-processed foods had a 32% higher risk of dying from any cause. Not just that, another study published in JAMA Neurology connected ultra-processed food intake with a 28% increased risk of cognitive decline. But how does food that looks so normal, even tasty, become so dangerous? It begins with your brain. Ultra-processed foods are engineered to hit your dopamine system fast, much like a drug. They contain the perfect combination of salt, sugar, and fat, which overstimulates your reward center and leads to cravings and compulsive eating. Then there's your gut. A healthy gut is filled with beneficial bacteria that regulate digestion, immune function, and even mental health. Ultra-processed foods disrupt this balance. They kill good bacteria, promote harmful strains, and increase intestinal inflammation. This can lead to leaky gut syndrome, where harmful particles enter the bloodstream, triggering chronic inflammation, a root cause of many diseases. What's worse, most ultra-processed foods are nutrient-poor but calorie-dense. You feel full, but receive almost zero vitamins, fiber, or healthy fats. Over time, this leads to micronutrient deficiencies, metabolic disorders, and fat accumulation, especially around the liver and abdomen. Let's talk real life. Meet Clara, a 42-year-old teacher from Chicago. Busy mornings meant breakfast bars. Lunch was often microwave meals. Dinner, pizza, or pasta. By age 38, she was diagnosed with pre-diabetes. At 40, she had gained 35 pounds, felt constantly fatigued, and was on medication for high blood pressure. After working with a nutritionist and cutting 80% of her ultra-processed food intake, she lost weight, reversed her pre-diabetes, and now feels more energetic than she has in a decade. Her story isn't rare, it's a pattern. Now let's bust some myths. Myth number 1, it's all about calories. Truth. 2 diets with the same calorie count, one with real foods, one with ultra-processed, have dramatically different effects on hunger, metabolism, and fat storage. In a 2019 NIH study, participants eating ultra-processed foods consumed 500 more calories per day than those on a whole food diet, despite having identical calorie options. Myth number 2, healthy labeled processed foods are fine. Truth? Low fat, high protein, gluten-free, and organic labels mean nothing if the product is full of synthetic additives. Even protein bars and flavored plant milks can be ultra-processed. Myth number 3, it's impossible to avoid them. Truth. While complete avoidance might be tough, reducing intake by even 20 to 30% can lead to significant improvements in health markers like blood pressure, cholesterol, and energy levels. So what can we do about it? Step 1, read labels. Avoid items with long ingredient lists or those with things you wouldn't cook with yourself, like maltodextrin, carrageenan, or artificial sweeteners. Step 2. Cook more at home. Even 3 to 4 home-cooked meals per week can lower your intake of ultra-processed ingredients dramatically. Step 3. Shop the perimeter of the store. Fresh produce, dairy, meats, and whole grains are usually along the outside aisles. The center aisles are where most processed foods hide. Step 4. Focus on single-ingredient foods. Brown rice, oats, lentils, apples, spinach, eggs. The fewer the ingredients, the better. Step 5. Prepare in bulk. Make large batches of healthy meals or snacks. This way, convenience doesn't come at the cost of your health. Step 6. Reconnect with your food. Eat mindfully. Cook with others. Understand where your food comes from. This simple awareness reduces reliance on packaged, empty calories. Countries are starting to respond. In Brazil, official dietary guidelines now advise avoiding ultra-processed foods altogether. In France, the government has set a goal to reduce national ultra-processed consumption by 20% in 2027. Chile and Mexico have implemented black warning labels on foods high in sugar, salt, or saturated fat, resulting in reduced consumption. But until the food industry is fully transparent and health first, the most powerful changes begin at home. With knowledge, small habits, and conscious choices, imagine a future where children grow up without early onset diabetes, where young adults feel energized instead of foggy, where aging doesn't automatically mean chronic illness. It's not only possible, it's already happening. You don't have to change everything overnight. Start with breakfast. Switch one snack. Cook one extra meal this week, because every small step toward whole, unprocessed foods is a giant leap for your long-term health. Food is not just fuel, it's information. It programs your body, your mind, and your future. And the most powerful prescription might just be on your plate.